See, here's the thing, though, Ocho. And what we have to be careful of is saying worth. Because how many times, like, man, that car ain't worth that. Well, somebody paid $3 million for that car. So clearly it was worth it. Man, I wouldn't pay no 20 million, no 50 million for no house. Clearly somebody paid that for it. So it was worth it.
Right.
Something is only worth what someone is willing to pay for it. You can say, I'm worth this all you want to. But if nobody's willing to pay you that salary, you're not worth it. I know my worth. Right. What is your worth? What is somebody willing to pay you for that? You hear that all the time. I know my value. Who determined it? Okay, you gonna pay yourself?
Yeah.
So while you doing all this, I know my worth, I know my value.
Yeah.
If somebody doesn't pay you that, you're not that valuable.
Talk to
You're
him.
not worth it.
Hey, you know what? I'm glad. I like that you just said that, because that's another one. Now I'm off topic. Just
I know
you're
going with this too.
Women love that. Women love that. I know my value. What is that value in general? That's a great topic.
I'm the prize. I'm the prize. Well, let me ask you a question, Ocho. When they tell you I'm the prize, I'm the prize.
Talk to me.
Well, who the collector? Who won the prize?
Come on,
keep telling me you the prize, but guess what? Right there,
right.
I see you still sitting on the shelf.
Talk to him.
Ain't nobody purchased it yet. Why you bumping your guns?
Come on,
I mean, in order for it to be a prize, somebody has to be willing to win it, right? Somebody,
there you
know, the
right,
lottery,
right.
the big game, Mega Million, Fantasy 5, Cash 4.
Talking that, come on, Pastor. Yes,
I mean, normally I'm playing like, okay, you the prize, okay. So, is anybody ever gonna win it, or does anybody try to win it, or does anybody want it? Because there are a lot of times there are prizes that I don't even want that.
Oh, come on.
See, I'm just saying.
Yeah. I just thought.
I know you was going. See, once I started.
Yeah. I see it all the time, and I just like the wording. And then when you said, well, somebody has to be willing to pay what that value is, because you can't determine what the value is yourself. Right. You can't do that. That's what it look. Okay.
Rest in peace to the Godfather. That's something Kevin Samuels used to say all the time. Women think that they determine their price on the market. And he would explain to them, you're selling a product yourself. It's up to the buyer to determine what price that they're willing to pay. You can put a car out there and say it's worth $100,000, but if the highest offer you get on the market is $10,000, what does that tell you?
I understand. And so this is what I like about what the platforms that we have, because we get to determine our worth.
Right.
But I got tired of being viewed as talent. I take a check, I move it along.
Right.
And within that scheme, I can only get what I'm entitled to, what I signed for. But in this, I can create as many shows as I possibly can that the viewing audience, that the listening audience like, and then I get to determine that worth.
I like it.
Because the more shows you have, the more shows people like, they're going to view it, advertisers, sponsors going to come. So y'all need to stop talking about, oh, I'm worth this. Not if somebody won't buy you a Birkin, not if somebody won't buy you a house or a condo or a car.
Right.
You're not worth that. Right. You're only worth what someone is willing to pay for it.
Talk to him.
So I don't care, because you hear that all the time. I was at a guy's house about 6 months ago, probably about 6 months ago.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Probably conservative, having a conversation with him.
Yeah.
Walked in, he saw the house, 80 million. 80 million. And got him up out of there. He said, don't take anything. 80.
That's crazy.
Beautiful. Told me I could get it. Hey, told me I could get it for the weekend if I need it. I said, you know what? I said, but man, ain't nobody. She got to be an angel. Sit down from the heavens above. Come up in here. I wouldn't even think about bringing somebody up in
80 million?
Hit a button and the whole side of the house goes into the floor. You overlooking, I can damn near see San Francisco. Infinity. When Buzz Lightyear said infinity and beyond, he's talking about the pool. Right. On an infinity and beyond Olympic-sized pool that got levels.
It's that crazy wealth.
This got to be somebody in tech, huh? They got to be somebody in tech.
Probably.
Look here. All I heard he say, if you need it, just give me the heads up. You really? You know, so Ocho.
Hey, listen, do you know the kind of money you got to be making to buy an $80 million house?
Yeah, I know.
Oh, that's CEOs. That's the owner of something. 80 million.
Tell them to leave it as is. Don't take nothing.
That's real.
Just the clothes on your back.
That's that slick talk. And probably gonna mess around and redo it.
Exactly.
And redo everything anyway.
Like,
exactly.
Like, but so that's what and you know, I heard a guy had a bunch of money. He's probably worth $7 billion. And to hear them talk the way they talk.
Oh yeah.
And he said, Shannon, I don't need any more money, but I don't need any less either. He says, I have something in this position that I'm in that most people will never have. I said, well, what's that? He said, enough. When people say, I got that FU money, when you start getting into the bills, you start getting 3, 4, 5, 6, 50, 100
billion. Yeah.
But at that point in time, what do you buy that you, I mean, if you spend $1,000 a day, if you started spending it before Christ, you couldn't spend it all in a lifetime. So at what point in time do you like, okay, I want a car. Okay, you got the most expensive car. Now what? Man, I want a house over here, over there, over there. Now what? You just run out of stuff to buy. So for me, like, that's what made me change, like, worth. And I was a big proponent of that. Man, I'm worth this, or that person ain't worth that. Well, somebody paid that person that. So clearly they thought they was worth it.
They're worth it, right?
Just because I don't, that doesn't mean somebody else won't.
That's true.
Same way. Because, you know, we all been there, Ocho. You ain't going to find nobody. Hey, women, don't y'all believe that? Don't y'all believe nobody? Hey, ain't nobody, whatever. Just like when y'all told me ain't nobody going to want me, watch. I'm going to walk right out this door and get me somebody.
You know, it's one thing when it comes to women. With women, there will always be a man that's willing.
For sure.
There will always be a man that's willing to do what you want. Now, you might not get everything you want, depending on the type of man you want, but there will always be a man that is willing. Now, you think you're going to get you one of these 1%ers and, you know, he going to sweep you off your feet and you're not going to have to work a day in your life like they do in the movies? Nah, that ain't likely. That ain't likely. You got to be real. You got to be realistic. But there will always be a man. Women love to say, "I deserve." Yes, you do. Yes, you do. You do. All of you deserve. But you also have to be
but you
realistic.
got to stop that. I deserve to be happy. A man can't make you happy. Happiness is what you create. That ain't what you find.
Yeah, that starts from within.
I disagree with them when they say what women deserve. No one deserves anything, man, male or female.
Yeah. And they always equate happiness to the materialistic possessions that they receive.
Exactly, Ocho.
Every time. Shit.
See, Ocho, you done got us off topic.
Oh yeah, my bad. Bro, I ain't mean to do that. I heard the word value. When you talk about value, it triggers something.
That's the Nightcap Podcast with Shannon Sharpe and Ocho Cinco. And they speak on relationships every now and then. Shannon doesn't speak on it too much. He tries not to get in trouble. But it was both two guys. They made a lot of money in football and making a lot of money outside of football. So you have two guys who are in the 1% that a bunch of women want. And to hear from their perspective, I think it's good than hearing it from just, the average Joe. You can think you're the prize or you can think you're all that. But if no one pays the amount that you think that you deserve, that tells you exactly where you are. And Ocho made a great point there at the end that a lot of women contribute happiness to materialistic things. If you don't buy me a bunch of bull, then I'm not happy. And when happiness obviously comes from within. But you guys let me know what you think in the comments. Do better, squad. Fall out.